Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, why? Why are we all here? What's out there? And how does it all work? Well, you're certainly not alone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Big Why. I'm just as curious as you are about the universe and everything in it. From the depths of the ocean to the furthest reaches of space, no question is too big, no topic too strange for us. We'll crack open the mysteries of black holes, journey to the edge of the universe, and explore the mind-blowing discoveries that are changing our world. So if you're ready to unleash your inner scientist, ask the tough questions, and explore the universe alongside me, then buckle up, and let's ask why. The pursuit of knowledge often involves a delicate dance between reason and faith, logic and intuition. But what happens when these seemingly separate realms collide? Can we use reason to prove the existence of God, or must we rely on faith alone? This is the question at the heart of the Cartesian Circle, a philosophical conundrum that has intrigued and perplexed thinkers for centuries. In this video, we'll delve into the intricacies of the Cartesian Circle, exploring its origins in the philosophy of René Descartes, the criticisms it has faced, and its enduring relevance for contemporary debates about the nature of knowledge, belief, and the relationship between reason and faith. We'll examine Descartes' arguments for the existence of God, his reliance on clear and distinct ideas, and the circularity that some critics have identified in his reasoning. Whether you're a devout believer, a staunch rationalist, or simply someone curious about the intersections of philosophy and theology, this exploration promises to challenge your assumptions and spark a deeper reflection on the foundations of your beliefs. The Cartesian Circle is a philosophical conundrum named after René Descartes, the 17th century philosopher who is considered the father of modern Western philosophy. This circle refers to a potential flaw in Descartes' reasoning, where he appears to use the existence of God to prove the reliability of our perceptions, and then uses the reliability of our perceptions to prove the existence of God. This circularity has been criticized as a form of begging the question, a logical fallacy where the conclusion is assumed within the premises of the argument. The crux of the Cartesian Circle lies in Descartes' arguments for the existence of God and its relationship to the reliability of our perceptions. In his Meditations on First Philosophy, Descartes introduces the principle of clear and distinct perceptions, stating that anything we perceive clearly and distinctly must be true. He then proceeds to use this principle to argue for the existence of a benevolent God, who would not deceive us and therefore guarantees the reliability of our clear and distinct perceptions. However, critics have pointed out a potential circularity in this reasoning, often referred to as the Cartesian Circle. The argument goes as follows. Number 1. Descartes uses the principle of clear and distinct perceptions to prove the existence of God as a non-deceiver. And number 2, however, Descartes' proofs of God's existence rely on the assumption that our clear and distinct perceptions are reliable. This creates a circular dependency, where the reliability of our perceptions is used to prove the existence of God, and then the existence of God is used to guarantee the reliability of our perceptions. This circularity raises questions about the soundness of Descartes' arguments and whether he truly succeeds in establishing a firm foundation for knowledge. Many commentators, both during Descartes' time and in subsequent centuries, have highlighted this potential flaw in his reasoning. They argue that Descartes' reliance on the principle of clear and distinct perceptions to prove God's existence, while simultaneously using God's existence to validate the principle itself, creates a vicious cycle that undermines the certainty he seeks to establish. The Cartesian Circle did not go unnoticed during Descartes' own time. Marin Mersini, a French theologian and philosopher, was among the first to raise this criticism in his second set of objections to Descartes' Meditations. Mersini pointed out the apparent circularity in Descartes' reasoning, noting that he could not be certain of his own existence as a thinking thing until he had established the existence of a non-deceiving God, which itself relied on the reliability of clear and distinct perceptions. Antoine Arnauld, another contemporary of Descartes, also expressed similar concerns, arguing that God's existence cannot be used to prove the truth of clear and distinct perceptions, as the latter is a prerequisite for establishing the former. Descartes responded to these criticisms in his author's replies to the fourth set of objections, offering several lines of defense. First, he clarified that in the fifth meditation, he did not claim that God's existence was necessary to guarantee the truth of all clear and distinct ideas, but only those that are recalled from memory. He argued that in the present moment, when an idea is being directly perceived, its clarity and distinctness are sufficient for its truth, regardless of whether one has knowledge of God's existence. Secondly, Descartes asserted that the cogito is not an inference or deduction, but a direct and an immediate intuition of the mind. He claimed that the proposition, "I think, therefore I am," is self-evident and does not require any external justification. Finally, Descartes emphasized that the certainty of clear and distinct ideas does not depend on God's guarantee. He argued that cogito, in particular, is inherently self-verifying and immune to even the most radical doubt. Even if an all-powerful deceiver were to manipulate our perceptions, the fact that we are doubting and thinking remains undeniable, providing a firm foundation for knowledge. Descartes' responses to his critics demonstrate his commitment to defending the cogito as a fundamental principle of his philosophy. While the Cartesian Circle remains a point of contention among philosophers, Descartes' arguments highlight the complex relationship between reason, faith, and the pursuit of knowledge. The debate over the Cartesian Circle has continued into modern times, with contemporary philosophers offering new interpretations and defenses of Descartes' arguments. Bernard Williams, a prominent British philosopher, presented a nuanced perspective on the memory defense offered by Descartes. Williams acknowledged that while one cannot doubt a proposition while directly intuiting it, doubt can arise when the proposition is not being actively contemplated. However, Williams argued that the fundamental flaw in Descartes' system is not the circularity itself, but rather the invalidity of his proofs for God's existence. Even when these proofs are supposedly being intuited, they fail to be convincing according to Williams. Andrea Cristofano, another philosopher, offers a different defense by drawing a distinction between cognitio and scientia. Both are forms of knowledge that are true and cannot be contradicted, but scientia is objectively true and certain, guaranteed by God, while cognitio is subjectively true and certain, but only within a specific time frame and without the need for divine guarantee. This distinction suggests that Descartes' reliance on clear and distinct perceptions in his proofs for God's existence is not circular because it relies on cognitio, which doesn't require God's guarantee. Once the existence of God is established, it elevates our knowledge to the level of scientia, providing objective certainty and eliminating the possibility of doubt. Harry Frankfurt, in his book Demons, Dreamers, and Madmen, offers a different defense for Descartes against the charge of circularity. He suggests that Descartes' arguments for God's existence and the reliability of reason are not intended to prove the truth of their conclusions, but rather to demonstrate that reason itself leads to these conclusions. In Frankfurt's view, the validity of reason is confirmed not only by directly proving the existence of God, but by showing that the use of reason consistently leads us to believe in God's existence. This self-confirming nature of reason, according to Frankfurt, avoids the circularity that critics have attributed to Descartes' arguments. These modern interpretations and defenses highlight the ongoing relevance of the Cartesian Circle in philosophical discourse. They demonstrate the complexity of the relationship between reason, faith, and knowledge, and they challenge us to critically examine the foundations of our beliefs. We've journeyed into the depths of the Cartesian Circle, exploring its origins, its intricacies, and the ongoing debate surrounding its validity. We've examined Descartes' arguments for the existence of God and the reliability of our perceptions, as well as the criticisms raised by his contemporaries and modern philosophers. While the Cartesian Circle remains a controversial topic in philosophy, it has undoubtedly sparked valuable discussions about the nature of knowledge, belief, and the relationship between reason and faith. It challenges us to critically examine the foundation of our own beliefs and to question whether our understanding of the world is built on solid ground. The debate surrounding the Cartesian Circle is far from settled. Different interpretations and defenses have been proposed, each offering a unique perspective on Descartes' arguments and their implications for our understanding of knowledge and reality. Whether you view the Cartesian Circle as a fatal flaw in Descartes' philosophy, or a minor issue that can be resolved through careful interpretation, it remains a fascinating and thought-provoking topic that continues to inspire philosophical inquiry and debate. If this exploration has piqued your interest, I encourage you to delve deeper into the works of Descartes, his critics, and the many philosophers who have engaged with this complex and nuanced issue. Explore the various interpretations and arguments surrounding the Cartesian Circle and consider how they might inform your own understanding of knowledge, belief, and the relationship between reason and faith. Remember, the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing journey, and the Cartesian Circle is just one of many challenges we encounter along the way. By questioning our assumptions, embracing different perspectives, and engaging in thoughtful dialogue, we can continue to expand our understanding of the world and our place within it. Thank you everyone for watching. My name's The Big Why. Don't forget to drop a like, and if you're new to the Why Not family, a follow. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.